can't forgive the fact that you've sat there with Zach the Brat and he's spinning his fucking rewriting history. Well, you know, because you went through it, on about, you know, manipulation within friendship groups. You know, because you went through it. And you never said a word, knowing what that person had done to me mentally. How that person near enough put me back where I worked so hard to get out of years ago. That I can't forgive. Because I thought more of you than that. Do you understand? I don't know if you come to, and you'll probably see this later. I thought more of you than that. Fair enough, you know, heal with people, move on. But to sit there while someone's saying, well, you know you went through that with them, and you're not saying a word, you're basically backing up what they're saying. Bearing in mind, Zach always had a problem with you. Zach was always the one that was saying to me, get rid of him, get rid,
And that's what I don't understand, because I've never done anything really bad to you.
Yes,
ever.
you have.
We've had
I've just explained.
a few things that I disagree with myself, and we've had conversations about it, and I've moved on. We moved on, you know, our friendship moved on from then. So I don't think it should be brought up again. It doesn't serve a purpose for it to be continued, and arguments and then leave you alone. I don't know what you mean, leave you alone. I have left you alone. I don't do anything to annoy you. You know what I mean? I don't come to you. So I don't know what you mean by leave you alone.
So
weird. For me, like, I could just be an arse.
So yeah, you don't come to me, right? You don't come to me anymore. Well, you do. Occasionally, you do come to me. You do. It's your the cryptic stuff that leaves your mouth. You're very, very cryptic, and you're not specific about things. And it comes across, because I know your crypticness comes across like it's aimed at me, which I know some of it is. It's like the other day when, you know, you said on your live, they've all spoke about it, they've all monetised off it. I haven't monetised off your situation. I've not monetised off it at all. I wouldn't do that to you. Wouldn't monetise off it. So it's the cryptic stuff that you do to still paint me out to be a bad person when you know that I'm not. I haven't monetised off your situation. When I spoke to your ex, all I ever said was leave it off the app. Just do things the legal way. Don't take it to TikTok. That's all I ever did. And I never sat here and spoke about it. Never had a debate about it. Never had opinions on it. Apart from leave it in the hands of who it needs to be left. When the truth comes to the app, which I think is going to be in your favour, I'll sit here and say that, right? Then people, if they choose to, want to speak about it. But for you to sit there and say that you haven't named me specifically, but it's a cryptic stuff that you do. Don't talk about you on here unless I've seen some on FYP. I could sit here and, you know, talk about what's been said behind the scenes about me, but I'm not going to do that. Don't want to sit here and argue with you. I'm not interested in a back and forth. That you're not going to get out of me. I'm going to address this. That's it, done.
I saw now and just say, look, this is you, blah, blah, blah. But no, it's not the case at all, because I don't think that way. I don't need to be coming on an app and arguing with every single fucking person every single 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? And that just for me shows a lot about people.
Jessica.
That really, really annoyed me. Not so much like, you know, that I'm going to go back here. It just really, really annoyed me, that did. Because I was...
Well, how do you think how annoyed I felt over the last couple of months about the way you've been towards me and the fact that you've been paranoid and this and that? How do you think I've felt? Because out of everybody, I genuinely have never done one thing to you. Never called you out your name. On live, anyway. Off the app, I've had stuff to say, obviously, because, you know, I've been very angry.
Like, and all the... I was the person there in the, you know, when telling you to go live. You know, but you don't ever answer that. Like, when, you know, when we spoke about that before.
And again, you was one of the people that encouraged me to go live when I wanted to leave the app on multiple of occasions. You was one of the people. One of the people. It wasn't only you that encouraged me to get back on the app. It was the other friends around us too that encouraged me not to leave the app. Luke, Cockapoo, Pearl, many other people, my moderators, again, encouraged me, don't leave the app, not just you. Now, what you are doing is you are throwing up good things that you have done for me, like encouraging me to get back on the app when I didn't want to come back to the app. You are now using that and throwing it in my face. But equally, I was a good friend to you too. I would encourage you too. I would be there for you too.
You, many times, if I wanted you off the platform, right, like you said there, if I wanted you off the platform, and every time you told me you was quitting, I would have said to you, okay, it's fine, yeah, quit, you know, it's easier, get a job. Never once though, did I? I'm the one that dragged you back onto the app.
You didn't drag me. Thank you, Gail.
Business, don't let anyone take what you've built.
You did say that, but so did other people.
What you're trying to say that I am, why was that the case then? Why was I the person, right?
You wasn't the only one.
To you, you are going live today, and you're going to show the people, go to your community and show them that you're stronger than you actually, you know, believe that you are. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you, Judy. Thank you.
It's crazy. It's really annoyed me because...
Have I ever sat here... I don't know if he's come to with me. Have I ever sat here and said, Alex, you're done. You might as well leave the app. Have I ever sat here and said, you might as well apply for a job at Morrison's? Have I ever sat here and said that about... Have I ever called you out of your name? Have I ever called you a prads, a nonce, an abuser? Have I ever sat here and said anything like that about you? Never. And I never would. And that's the big difference. Because I couldn't do that. Because like I say, deep down, even though we will never be friends again, I could not do that to you. Never. I could never tell you to apply for a job at Morrison's. Never do that. I could never sit on here, come to you, knowing that you just lost a relative. I could never do that. Do you understand where I'm going with this, Alex? Because you come to it. It's what you have done to me. That is why I'm hurt. That is why I can't forgive you.
At the end of the day, I even said yesterday to Angie, she said to me, do you miss her as a friend? I went, yeah, of course I did. I had a long friendship with her. But more things I see like this, it just shows to me that I didn't know you as a person. Do you know what I mean? Because I've never once wanted your platform. I never wanted the people from your life and the people that support or anything like that. I never wanted it once. Do you know what I mean? Even what you're saying now,
Thank you, Lena.
I don't care, Simon, to be honest with you, because it's about time someone actually opened up and just said like the facts of the matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been dragged enough, Simon. At the end of the day, like, what's one more day? Do you know what I mean? What's one more day on TikTok to be dragged? He doesn't even know. There's no difference. Same old, same old. I could just be a cunt and just go absolute haywire.
So could I.
I just don't want to.
I could sit here and I could be an absolute horrendous bitch. I could sit here and do that if that was, the route that I wanted to go down. And I could, Alex. I could sit here and, be an absolute bitch. Or vice versa could do the same. But I'm not, and I wouldn't.
I cannot be arsed. It's boring, it's draining. And, it is what it is. But that really, really, really fucking annoyed me. There's another clip as well.
And that's how I've been feeling over the last couple of months. I've been annoyed, I've been hurt, I've been angry. Because you haven't actually once sat on your platform, you said, yes, it's sad, that was a hard watch, but you've never apologised to me. You've never said sorry. I'm sorry that my live virtually become a misread fucking hate live. I'm sorry that, you know, I made you feel this way. I'm sorry that I never trusted you. I'm sorry that I never come to you and spoke to you about what you said you was feeling paranoid about. You've never said sorry. Because sorry goes a long way. But you've never done that. You just said it was a hard watch.
Right, let me give me a second. Let me try and find this other clip.
Of me and you, or any...
No, not that one.
Thank you, No Ducks.
That's why you did it. That's what you wanted me vilified, to keep your audience, which many
No, I wouldn't now, Paula. No, I wouldn't.
Actually,
I wouldn't accept an apology. It wouldn't mean anything.
No.
Thank you, Serendipity.
Where has it gone now?
Yeah.
Where's it gone? Can't find it. Bluebell, thank you. Much as but yeah, like I was saying, fucking really annoyed me that did. I haven't been for a few days, so I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been for, you know, Miss Black's. Alex has never pushed forward, and it happened naturally. It did, man. My audience built off the back of a beef with me and Andrew, didn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And what people need to understand is, and Donna, hopefully you respond to this, because I'd like to hear a response. If I wanted you off the app and I wanted your audience and stuff, why did I refuse the after show?
Because you didn't have the equipment at the time.
Do you know what I mean? Why did I refuse the after show? Why did I refuse, you know, all that stuff? If that's what I wanted, because that would have been the perfect time to take people from your live, wouldn't I? Obviously.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? If I wanted you.
Just let me see if it's.
well, it's already here, guy.
Because I know he's come to it. Now I'll ask him some questions.
You know, and that's the situation.
Because I know he's come to it.
I'm gonna go away quick.
Now I'll ask him some questions.
You know, and that's the situation. Yeah. Oh, she just called me. I'm gonna go away quick.
Are you come to me, Alex? You are. Can you hear me? Is that a yes? Keep it cute in comment sections, please. Why have you never apologised? Just let me turn this back. Why have you never apologised for getting it wrong? For you actually saying that you was paranoid and you know that I never actually did any of this stuff. Why have you never apologised? For you actually saying that you was paranoid and you know that I never actually did any of this stuff. Why have you never apologised?
I've apologised many times, but you know how this app is, it doesn't get screen recorded or anything like that. My chat can literally confirm many times that I've said I'm sorry what happened, I'm sorry if I made you feel that way, many times. And also as well, you saying when you said then, I hate this double echo thing you just made him. I have apologised loads of times, but you know when you said then about reaching out and but when I felt paranoid, you should have asked the question. You didn't ever question why I was paranoid, or who could have been in my head and who was telling me things. That never happened to you. You never once questioned that. So when we talk about respect, I should have asked you. Don't you think if you were his friend, you should have asked me?
But I never had the problem, so why would I ask you? I wasn't the one with paranoid thoughts. I wasn't the one having poison poured into me, which you're saying that, you know, it was somebody around you. So why would I approach you? Because I wasn't feeling that way. It was you that was feeling that way about me, right? So why would I reach out to you and ask you? We had many conversations on the phone where you could have spoke to me. Why did you say that I need to put an application in at Morrison's? Why have you said the things that you've said about me? I haven't never said that about you. Why have you said everything that you've said about me? Why have you said the things that you've said about me? I haven't never said that about you. Why have you said everything that you've said about me? Why have you said the things that you've said?
Donna, can we just co-host for 2 seconds? Because
Yeah,
this
I'll
is
co-host with you.
And then you can go on your day because there's an echo there and it's doing me.
Yeah, I'll co-host.
Donna, can we just co-host for 2 seconds? Because
Yeah,
this
I'll
is
co-host with you.
perfect. And then you can go on your day because there's an echo there and it's doing me.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do this.
Right.
Settings so I can speak to her properly. Turn the live off there. There you go. She requested me. I know she requested me, actually. Invite Donna, Miss Red, official.
Well, let me take this off. Right, where is he on the popular? It's probably blocked from my live, actually. I won't be gaslit, guys. Don't worry about that. Mods, will you go through the list and unblock? We need 63 on the popular.
Okay, can you hear me then, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so what was you saying then? What did you want to say?
No, obviously I'm reacting to your video. And, yeah, and you've heard what I've said. I'm not going to go back over it. But
Yeah.
like, you're saying, why did I not reach out to you? But you was the one that was feeling that way. So how would I know that you're feeling that way?
But when but for me, you notice a change in someone, and then you're seeing things that was going on. Normally, you'd probably, as like you said, if you was a friend, you might have said like, "What's going on? Why are you being this way?" Like, I'm noticing a difference in you. Do you know what I mean?
I did ask you that. You said on your live the other day you did actually speak to me about, and I did speak to you about on one occasion about what's going on, and you actually said nothing.
Yeah, but then if you actually think about it, what was said.
Nothing, everything's okay. I'm not fucking psychic. Like you're.
Yeah, but just because someone's telling you everything's okay, if you're noticing a change, and this is just me. I'm not, like people say about gaslight. I'm not gaslight. I'm just being honest. Like what people need to understand is if I notice a difference in you, say if we obviously our friendship was normal, and then you started being off with me, I'd probably say to you, "What's going on?" Like like why are you not being different with me? That's kind of but I'd notice that anyway. You know what I mean? Like.
Right, so you said that I've changed. I'm not the person that you knew. How have I changed?
Because I didn't feel that the way this has gone on, it's like I've never felt that I've apologised. You're saying I've never apologised. Apologised many times on my platform, saying I'm sorry if I made her feel that way, but it's not my intention.
Have you ever rang me? You got my number, messaged me saying I'm really sorry. This is what's happened. This is why. I kind of vilified you in my life a little bit because I thought you was trying to take me down. Have you ever messaged me and apologised? Have you ever messaged me, explained? Have you ever done that?
No, because you said you'd never answer the phone to me and you don't want a phone call, so what's the point?
But that's not true though, is it?
You said it on your live. You said it on your live. You said it on your live, Donna.
No, because, I think it was a couple of days ago, you sent me, a couple of laughing faces in messages on TikTok. So there has been that window of opportunity.
Yeah, but maybe if you responded, even just saying shut up or something, then that's like an opening, you know what I mean? For them knowing that I'm going to get a response. Because one thing I dislike is just being blanked and ghosted.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, probably deserve it
The one
sometimes.
thing I dislike, say you hate being blanked and ghosted. Do you not think I've had every right to do that after
Yeah, I've said
the
that.
way that you have treated me?
Yeah, and I admit, yeah, I agree. But it's not just me as well.
It is. I haven't treated you in any type of way. I've not been that way with you. I haven't sat here and dragged you. You've admitted that you was paranoid. If you knew me as a person, you should have known better. That actually, no. Because, when someone come to me and someone said, Alex, this, that, no, don't believe it. Not
I
a
agree.
chance.
I agree with that. I know that to be facts because I know.
And also as well, the fact of, when I will talk specifically about Flip Flop FYP here because I did have a problem with what they were posting, trying to get all the hate, started up again with EQ and the whole, my granddaughter situation. And you on the phone told me, you said, can you do me a favour? I said, what? Will you apologise to Flip Flop FYP?
Yeah, I did. I'm not going to deny that. I ain't going to lie to you.
And then you laughed about it.
I laughed about it in what way?
You laughed about it that I apologised to Flip Flop FYP. You said to Flip Flop FYP, you got me to thank for that. Like, why the fuck are you asking me to apologise to screen recording pages that are fucking putting hate out there and trying to stir hate?
Because
and at the time, I never thought about that. And I sat back and I thought, why the fuck am I being asked to apologise to this page?
Because off the back of that person was getting their fucking full information docs. Not even, when I'm talking about doxing, it weren't just normal stuff. It was sick stuff. They was trying to make up mad things, making out there could have been
They were stirring up a whole fucking load of hate on the app where my granddaughter was concerned. Because you was my friend, how that whole situation went. So
that account never posted.
I'm meant to be your friend.
Yeah.
You don't know Flip Flop FYP.
Can we just have a normal conversation? I know, it doesn't need to get heated
I'm meant
or
to
anything
be
like
your
that.
friend, and you're asking me to apologise to screen recording pages that are fucking, saying and doing the worst where I'm concerned, that potentially are affecting my platform.
But there wasn't at the time. That's what I said to you. And
Yes, they were.
there was just posting things. Like, everyone's got a screen recording page that's designated to one live. We know this. You know this as well.
No, what they were trying to do is they were doing other people's dirty work, and they were trying to stir up a shitload of fucking hate for me and the other person, bringing up topics of conversation that were put to bed, which I am allowed to be put to bed because it was a topic of conversation and a situation surrounding me and that person, and they tried to bring it all up to the app to stir a load of hate, and that, and you're asking me to apologise to that person, which I did, looked a cunt, and then saying you've got me to thank for that. I don't know that person anything, and you should know. Actually, she's got a right. She's got a right, because if it was my situation, which ain't going to bring up some of your situations from the past, and they were doing it to you, would I ask you to apologise to that page?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know though. But I've never messaged that. I've never messaged Flip Flop FYP and asked them to do anything for me ever. And that's on my life. Never once have I messaged that platform and said, "Can you do this? Can you screen record this for me? Can you screen record that for me?" Never once.
It doesn't matter. It's the fact that you know what was going on. And
no, but that's what it's coming across like.
It matters to me, Alex.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying what it's coming across like. It's like they're trying to do my dirty work and they're not. There's nothing to do with me.
No. I'm not saying specifically yours. Sorry, I don't mean to be cryptic, right? But you're asking me, and I did, because I was a dopey cunt back then, to apologise to a page that is trying to fucking incite hate on me. If I was your friend and you thought anything of me, you wouldn't even ask me to do that, because I wouldn't ask you to. What page could? Imagine there's a page and it's got up old stuff that you've done and old situations that you've been through. There's a few, right?
Yeah.
There's a few. Right, I'm not going to mention them, okay?
Mention them?
No, I don't want to. And I'm saying to you, can you do me a favour? Apologise to that page, please. Apologise to that page that's bringing all the past that fucking hurt you, all the past that I was with you for, just apologise to them. Do me a favour.
Do you know what it is? To be honest with you, I think we were both paranoid. I'm going to be honest.
I weren't paranoid. No, I wasn't paranoid.
I think we were.
No, I wasn't. Tell me why I was paranoid.
Because of all the shit you've probably gone through. And when you spoke about a minute ago about the Zach situation, about me sitting there with Zach, are you joking?
What do you mean? Am I joking?
When I battled Zach before and he's mentioned you, I've told him point blank, I don't condone the stuff that you did with Donna. I'm sorry. No matter how, if I talk to you now, I still don't condone the shit that I did with Donna. I'll get the screen recordings for you. So when you're saying that...
No, Alex, there was a screen recording. It was about 10, 15 minutes long where he was sat there. He was going, wow, you went through the same. They did the same to you. Like, and...
But did I accident? Did I mention it? Did I, you know what I mean? Did I say...
It doesn't matter, you're not putting the person right because you want that narrative put out
No,
there.
I don't.
Actually. Yes, you do.
Okay, then. So if
you wanted that narrative... Let me finish, sorry. You wanted that narrative out there that actually... That's what they do. You never corrected what he said. You never said,
but I've corrected it many, many times, and it just happens to see the one recording that he found, not the several when I've shut him down. It's like when he mentions Luke, and I'll say sometimes I don't want to talk about Luke, you know what I mean? This is the problem with social media. You get clips, you don't see the whole thing. I could probably find 7 recordings of me saying, Zach, I don't agree with what you've done and stuff like that, but you won't be sent that, Donna. You'll be sent the one where I'm not saying anything, so you have a certain look at it. But I could probably find you 7 recordings where I've shut him down.
Right, okay, anyway, let's move on from that situation.
No, but that's what I mean. You want to move on from me because you don't like...
The thing is, it's not about, finding these clips. There's 10 situations. It's the fact I've seen that. And from what I watched, like, I'm not stupid. I know, like, you probably think I am stupid, but I'm not. I'm very switched on. The one that I watched, you never shut him down. You almost agreed. With it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so that anyway.
Sometimes saying enough is more. Saying nothing is more, innit? You know what I mean? Like,
that was far from the truth. I never asked you to do anything for me. I never asked you to go after anybody. I never asked you to do anything for me. You wasn't manipulated in any way. So that's what you should have said. Well, actually, no, that isn't the truth. Do you know what I mean? It's like the other day when Angie said, Miss Red got you to be a bodyguard and this and that. You actually did the decent thing and said, that isn't the truth.
Yep.
Right. Okay, so we'll move on from that if that's okay. That's
cool. Yeah,
you've said it many times. You've said and sat and corrected things, right? Just haven't seen it. So we'll move on from that. So do you know with that Chances situation, right? And I come on and I made a whole joke of it. I didn't know the situation, and you said, Donnie, you're finished.
Yeah. That was wrong.
Why did you do that?
Because obviously, when a friendship's broken down, I'm still hurt from the friendship. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, it's the friendship that you destroyed, not me. I haven't.
It wasn't just singly me, Donna. Come on now, it wasn't just singly me.
Okay, so there's thousands of people watching. You can put me on blast now. What have I done to you to hurt you?
Remain silent when everyone around you was attacking me.
Attacking you specifically about what?
Are you fucking joking, Donna? I've been dragged from pillar to post on this app.
No, why, Alex? Let me tell you why.
No, it isn't. Do you know what it is? It's jealousy. That's what it was.
No.
Jealousy. Yes, it fucking was.
No, this all happened before this situation made the app.
I'm not on about the situation currently. I'm not about this situation at the moment.
What situation are you talking about then?
It's like the breakdown when our friendship fucking fell apart, regardless of how it happened.
Fall apart.
I know why it happened.
Why?
But I won't discuss it on the social media.
But we haven't discussed it off social media because, you said you was paranoid, this, that and the other. But what I'm saying is, you have said I've done things to hurt you, and you have said I've sat and said nothing about what?
This is the problem, like I said. Social media is what everyone wants to discuss everything on. But I ain't really willing to open up on social media and let anyone have their little fucking, their fingers in it all. It ain't happening.
It sounds like it's like, a deflection because I'm asking.
A deflection? So I don't want to say personal shit on social media as a deflection.
I'm sat here and I'm telling you what you have done to hurt me, why our friendship is no longer, and I'm specifically telling you, and I'm giving you permission, right, in front of all these people, because I'm being honest here. I'm putting the turd on the table. What have I done to you to hurt you? You said I never backed you on situations, and then you said, are you fucking joking? I'm presuming it was about the situation that's going on now, but all this happened before that come to the app. So what else was it before that I never backed you up on?
that when you're seeing things that was getting stirred in lives and stuff like that, and it wasn't shut down. And I'm not even going to give you specifics, to be honest with you, because like I've just said to you, I don't wanna put my personal shit on an app. I don't know why you all want to do it for content, right? But I don't wanna.
That's another thing. I have never spoke about your personal situation on here, other than
I'm not on about that, Donna. This is what I mean. I'm not on about that. You're going back to current days.
You basically said that I was in, with your cryptic way, monetising because Andrew was playing my video at the time. And you said I was monetising off it. I've never monetised off a situation that has been concerning you, especially this situation.
You're saying, and as well, you said earlier that my life, right, has become somewhat of a hate life towards you, which is so inaccurate. Because there's a lot of people in my life that will say to you, I used to love it when you two were friends. I got no problem with Donna. I like Donna. Your chat sections is a hate life, not mine.
No, it isn't.
I challenge you and Luke the one day. No, Donna, you're not going to do the ways because the truth hurts.
Moderators are all over the app in comment section.
No, stop talking about my moderators. That's a select two people. That's a select two. That's two people. We're not talking